You know that person who seems like a completely different human depending on who they're with? One minute, they're the life of the party with one group, and the next, they're super quiet and serious with another. Well, today we're going to get into the psychology of this social chameleon and explore why this incredible skill isn't just about being fake.
I mean, really think about it for a second. Have you ever caught yourself doing this? You're with your close friends, and you're loud, you're cracking jokes, maybe you're the center of attention. But then you're in a room with, say, your coworkers, and suddenly you're more reserved, your posture changes, maybe even the tone of your voice shifts. It's like a totally different version of you just shows up.
Yeah, and it's so easy to just call that being fake, right? To think it's inauthentic. But what if I told you it's actually a deeply ingrained, high-level survival skill, something we've kind of evolved to do? In this explainer, we're going to unpack the science behind why we adapt like this and what it really means. So what is this skill? Well, let's call it what it is, a kind of social superpower. And in the world of psychology, it actually has a name: high self-monitoring. Okay, high self-monitoring. What does that big term actually mean? Well, it's basically this subconscious ability to read a room, to instantly pick up on all those tiny social cues, and then, without even thinking, adjust your own behavior to match the situation. Really, at its core, it's a powerful instinct to connect with people and, maybe most importantly, to avoid social rejection. So how does this social camouflage actually play out in real life? It's often completely instinctive. You might find yourself mirroring someone's body language or matching the energy level in the room without even realizing you're doing it. Your brain is just constantly scanning for cues on how to act, all in an effort to blend in and make things go smoothly. I love this analogy. A great way to picture it is to imagine you have a radar dish on your head, and it's always on, it's always spinning, constantly collecting data from the social landscape around you. That's kind of what it feels like to be a high self-monitor.
Or if the radar dish doesn't work for you, how about this one? It's like being a really powerful radio receiver. You can tune into any station, any social frequency, whether it's quiet and professional or loud and chaotic, and you can hear the music clearly and match its vibe perfectly. It's the ultimate tool for social adaptability for sure.
But here's the thing, not everyone operates this way. To really understand what high self-monitors are, it actually helps a ton to compare them to their opposites, what we could call the consistent selves. You can pretty much think of people falling into one of these two camps.
So on one side, you've got our social chameleons, the high self-monitors. Their behavior is guided by what's going on around them, by those external cues. Their internal question is always, who does this situation want me to be? But on the other side, you have the low self-monitors. They're guided by their internal compass, their values, their feelings. Their question is, how can I be me in this situation? They tend to be the same person no matter who's in the room.
But, being a social chameleon isn't all upside. There's a real downside to all this amazing adaptability, a unique kind of social anxiety that we can call the identity glitch. Okay, just picture this. It's your birthday party. And over on one side of the room are your loud, rowdy friends from college. And on the other side, your quiet, super professional coworkers. Two completely different groups who know two completely different versions of you are suddenly in the same space. So what do? Who are you in that moment? Which self do you project? Your social radar is just spinning out of control, picking up totally conflicting signals. Your radio receiver is trying to tune into two different stations at the exact same time, and all you get is static. It's this short-circuiting feeling, a total identity glitch. And that identity glitch moment, it perfectly highlights the hidden cost of being a social chameleon. It's an amazing skill, but man, it can be absolutely exhausting. And that creates this deep, fundamental need to just unplug and recharge. Now, let's be clear, being able to adapt like this is a sign of some serious emotional intelligence. It really is. But it's also incredibly draining. Remember that radio receiver analogy? If you leave it on 24/7, constantly scanning every single frequency, what happens? The battery dies. Your social battery is exactly the same. So what's the cure when you feel that burnout creeping in? It's actually pretty simple, but it's crucial. Solitude. You need that time alone to take off all the different social masks you wear, to finally turn off that radar, and to just reconnect with the person you are when there's nobody else around to perform for. So when it all comes down to it, social camouflage is a powerful, useful tool for getting by in a really complex social world. No doubt about it. But it leaves us with one critical question we have to ask ourselves. Is it a tool that you control, or has it become a tool that controls you? That's definitely something worth thinking about. Thanks for tuning in.